Hi to all the beautiful souls out there. I have been feeling called to make this video for a while, but truthfully it never really felt like the right time for me because when I'm depressed, I don't really want to talk about my depression, and when I'm super happy, I'm like, I'm so happy, why would I talk about my depression? So I can finally comfortably say in front of you guys that I am in the best headspace that I've been in for probably the last 2.5, 3 years. So I felt the calling to make a video like this so that way maybe I can educate some people or help some people in any way, shape, or form. So I just wanted to offer that up just to see if it impacts somebody's life. So if you guys have been with me for a while, then you know that I suffer from pretty extreme ups and downs and pretty severe depression. And if you are newer and you haven't been here for a while, then welcome to my life. So my depression started in high school, and it was pretty bad back then, but by the time I turned 18, I started modeling and doing all the amazing things that I do that you guys see now, and I was able to kind of sweep it under the rug and not really think about it and not talk about it, and just sort of like let it go for a little while and not deal with it. And then about 2.5 years ago or so, my father got diagnosed with brain tumor that unfortunately he lost that battle and passed away about 1.5 years ago. So that kind of kicked up a lot of stuff that I was holding on to from a super young age, and it brought back this really intense depression, these really intense highs and lows where I'm like high, and I'm like super energetic, and I'm really like want to do this and that, and I'm like super outgoing, and I'm like out of control. And then my crashes are just the same, but the opposite, and really dark and really sad and really depressive and really just not good, to the point where I've had moments where when it was really bad, I don't sleep for like weeks on end, days on end, or if I do sleep, it's like max 2-3 hours. And all the people that care about me, that love me, that are around me, just wanted me to get better. And I think the first thing that we think to do in this country is just take a pill for something and it'll make it go away. And so I had friends begging me to get on like Ambien and antidepressants, and bless all their hearts, because I know that it was coming from a good place, and I love them so much for just wanting to see me not suffer anymore. But just the type of person I am, I'm a very like natural, holistic, don't take Advil often even type person. So that was just like not an option for me. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not recommending this for anyone at all in any way, shape, or form. I personally got through the worst of what I hope is the worst of my depression without any pharmaceuticals. I also got through without therapy, which I'm not recommending at all. I would have loved to have a therapist. I don't have a therapist. I like don't have experience with therapy. I just thought it would be very difficult to find the right therapist for me that fit well with me and like what I need. So I don't have a therapist, unfortunately. But if anybody has been here for a while, or if you haven't, then you guys know that I'm a huge journaler. I journal all my thoughts, my emotions, my feelings, my just like a stream of consciousness, really. So yeah, there's that, and I think it's a very good self-assessment, and it's helped me a lot monitor my emotions and my feelings and everything. So yeah, I journaled, and I also am a big supporter of plant medicines. Anything that's natural, that grows in the ground, I'm like a supporter of. And yeah, plant medicines have helped me a lot with my depression and regulating the negativity in my brain that doesn't seem to turn off when I'm depressed. So I'm very grateful for that too. So those are some things that have helped me. And I'll go further into detail on that in a minute, but I just wanted to offer forward some things that can maybe, I don't know, like help people that don't understand, I guess, depression, because I feel like there's kind of like a little bit of stigma around it. So I know for myself and for probably other people that are depressed, whether you have them in your life and they're friends or family members, or it's you, people that are depressed usually don't like to burden people with their problems, so they don't like to tell people that they're depressed or how they're really doing when they're doing horribly. It's very difficult for us to express that to people, even if you're super, super close with somebody. It's really hard. I frighten a lot of my friends because I won't answer my phone, I won't answer text messages, and I won't post on social media. And it could be my best friend, but if they call me, I just don't even have the energy to say hello. Like, even just to get a word out is very hard, and I don't want to bother them, and if they're having a good day, I don't want to tell them that I'm having like a horrible day. So yeah, that's one thing. Society, I feel like, makes people feel guilty for being depressed, especially if you have, you know, like a good life. And I know I've gotten these messages of people just being like, why are you depressed? Like, you're hot, and, oh, and you're like getting your nice car. And it's like, well, luckily or unluckily, depression does not pick who she wants to hang out with. It's not like a pick and choose. It's like she just, you know, she just comes to hang around. It doesn't matter what kind of job you have. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what kind of car you drive. It does not matter at all. And depression will still just come and hang out whenever she wants to. So that's another thing that I feel like, yeah, people, that's a difficult one for me. And even if a person is aware that they're thinking negative thoughts in their depression, that doesn't mean that they can turn it off or make it stop. I think just about the worst thing that somebody can say to a person who's depressed is like, oh, you have to choose happiness. Wake up in the morning and pick happiness. Like, choose. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a pretty positive person, and I know that people look to me for like a source of light and love and inspiration because I get the messages. I know, like, my car karaoke makes you guys feel better, and all these like funny, like me doing quirky things makes you guys feel better. But like when I'm super depressed, it's very hard to maintain. And yeah, I wish I could wake up on those days and choose happiness, so that way I can support everyone else and be a light source to everyone else, but it doesn't always work like that. So yeah, that's another thing. And to add to that, some people that are depressed on the inside seem very happy on the outside, and like they are holding it all together when they're really just hanging on by a thread. So that's another thing that just, you know, good old depression. So those are some things I wanted to offer up, whether it's to educate some people if they have people in their life that do deal with depression, or, you know, you are depressed and you need some support, maybe this video can help you. And yeah, I just wanted to share forth some things that really helped me. In the beginning of quarantine, I was doing pretty poorly. I'm a very social person. I really like hugging. I'm not really a handshaker. I much prefer a hug. And quarantine started around my father's 1 year of his passing, and then it was my father's birthday, and then it was my birthday, and everybody was paranoid during my birthday because of COVID. Nobody really wanted to see me. People were not hugging. It was like a weird thing. So yeah, I was really struggling in the beginning of quarantine, just like not being able to socialize and hug people. And then one of my friends passed away that I feel like, honestly, it was such a privilege to even know a person like this. And his passing really, really messed me up, and I did not do well. I didn't take it well. And so that kind of also set me into like a very negative headspace. And some things that helped get me out of it were eating super clean can help. It's your gut health and your mental health are so connected. There's videos about it. You guys can look it up. You guys can Google it. I mean, it's a huge thing. So eating cleaner, and also consuming, like, this was really hard for me at the beginning of quarantine because so much was going on with the protests and with coronavirus and everything, but consuming less negative media is like a huge thing. Okay, it seems obvious, but like sometimes it's hard when it's everywhere you look. Try going outside, try breathing. It's the simplest thing. If you notice you're holding your breath when you're driving your car, just a simple like just breathing fucking does wonders. Yeah. And then another thing that I did, I energetically changed my space in my my living room and my room. I bought a bunch of plants. I got rid of things. I'm sure you guys have been seeing me Depop and Poshmark and all that stuff. Got rid of a bunch of stuff, Marie Kondo my life, and that helped tremendously. I've like changed around a lot of my room and my living room and painted things and did artistic things and reorganized and redesigned and all that. And energetically changing your space really helps, because energy, just like in your body, it gets stagnant, can get stagnant in your space as well. And your space is an extension of your aura. So just remember that when you're feeling a little internally not good. I mentioned it before, but journaling, I know it's not everybody's like first instinct because it's not the easiest. Some people struggle with journaling. I started when I was like about 21. So I've been journaling for a while, and it's helped me so much regulate myself, and I always recommend it to anybody that needs help with things in their personal life. I think journaling is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. So if it can happen to you too, that's good. And the last thing that I'm gonna offer up to help everybody during this weird time, I put it last because I know it is the hardest, and but it is one that I feel like is very important. Whether you've been friends with someone for 10 years or 1 year, cutting negative people out of your life is a very big one, and that doesn't mean that you have to completely cut all ties. Loving people from afar is just as good. It's just as fine. You just can't have people that are negative, shit talky, like putting you down, putting other people down, pessimistic, passive aggressive, all that stuff that you know what I mean when I say a negative person. That one friend that is not supportive of you, and their sarcasm is not sarcasm, it's like actually them being mean to you and bullying you. Those are not the kinds of people that you want around. So you don't have to completely cut them off, but definitely getting them not as close to your energetic space will help you a lot. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share some of those things with you guys, hopefully help some people. And if you've made it this far in this video, thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys so much. And yeah, maybe I'll start doing some things like this to help people. So love you guys so much. Bye.